Hey guys, those are B Communications. Welcome back to another Tales from the Darkside season 1 episode review. And this is of episode fucking friggle fragging fuck episode 22, Grandma's Last Wish, which I fucking hate. I hate this fucking episode. I hate it. It sucks dick. Oh god, this episode sucks so much. This is definitely one of my least favorite episodes in the entire series. This is one of the worst episodes of the first season. This episode is just fucking awful. There are many times I was watching and I was just like, oh god, just end already. It's everything. It's a double whammy of shit. Okay, you know, like I'm mentioning, some of the shittiest episodes of this series are ones that are annoying, are try to be funny but aren't, or ones that have fucking confusing ass plots and morals. Well, this movie has all of those. Not this movie. I mean, thank God it's not a movie. Thank God it's just only like 20 something minutes long. Uh, this particular episode has all of those things and then some. Grandma's Last Wish is one of the most piss poor, pathetic episodes of the entire season, if not one of the worst episodes in the entire series. It's not scary, and it doesn't mean that, you know, I mean, Bigelow's Last Smoke isn't really scary either, but this isn't remotely even close to being scary. It's not funny. It thinks it is, but it isn't. It's fucking annoying. I'm talking ear bleeding, annoying. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, fucking, you know, bugs in your ears, annoying. This fucking episode. It's obnoxious, and its morals are fucked up. So that's, you know, this might be one of the longer episode reviews, because this is just gonna be fucking straight up ranting, because I fucking hate this episode. So this episode, it's directed by Warner Shook. I don't want, you know, he did not shake anybody all night long, or maybe he should shake himself all night long, or he probably has to shake himself to sleep at night. Jane Connell, Kate McGregor-Stewart, Paul Avery, Kelly Wolf, Gregory Itzin, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to mention the actors and actresses' names again because I don't want to. I don't feel like it. And they didn't act very... None of them were... I wouldn't really call... They're barely actors at all. So anyway, what happens is Grandma... The episode opens up with Grandma who's struggling with her hearing. She's walking around in a walker, and she lives with her son and his family, and his wife is kind of an obnoxious, kind of a bitch. His daughter's also a bitch. And so we're like, great, wonderful. Two fucking unlikable fucking characters. You have the daughter yelling at the mother, like, Mom, I want to use the phone! And like, oh, can I just use the phone and smack you upside the head, you little brat? You want the phone? I'll give you the phone. I'll give it to you right upside your fucking head. So, and just completely annoying, and even the mother's annoying too. She's like, what? You'll get it. You'll get it when I get off of it, you brat. You're like, oh my god, just kill me. And I know that's probably what they were trying to do, is they're trying to show you what it's like to be in Grandma's shoes, to deal with this fucking annoying, awful family. But it's not entertaining, and it's not something that you would want to ever watch. So as it continues, Grandma's also having a hard time remembering things. She's like, where are the olives? The olives are supposed to be around here somewhere. Where are the olives? And not only that you get introduced to the dad, and he's a complete fucking tool. He's clueless. He lets his mother boss him around in his own house. I'm not kidding. He tries to eat a donut and she knocks it out of his hands. It's like, no, you should eat your bran. I'm like, fuck you, Grandma. I mean, fucking, it's my house. I can eat a donut if I want to. It's my house. This isn't when, you know, I was raised by you. I was living in your house. You're living in my house. I don't have to follow your rules in my house. So, fuck you and fuck your brand. So, I mean, of course, I'm just being out there, folks, for entertainment sake. But, god damn, this guy's a fucking tool. He's a wimp. He's a spineless loser. And so as the episode goes along, they decide they're going to send Grandma off to a retirement home, and they decide, okay, she's going to be here one more week, so we decide we'll give her, well, as a family, let's give her one last sort of thing that she wants. So, make a wish, Grandma. And she makes a wish, and the wish that she made, obviously, I guess, was to make them experience what it's like to be her. And so the mother hurts her fucking leg, and the daughter ends up doing a backflip and hurts her neck, and then the dad gets knocked on the head and starts forgetting things. And then I was like, okay, all right, I guess, okay, they get to experience what it's like to be old. All right. They definitely did deserve, some sort of comeuppance, but it just gets way too fucking messed up as the episode goes on. The mother, she starts getting fucking liver spots and old age wrinkles on her hands. They start losing their hearing, so that I have the wonderful pleasure of seeing and hearing this sequence where the daughter and the mother are on the phone. They're trying to talk to Grandma, and they're like, Mom, I can't hear you. What? I can't hear you. What? I'm like, oh, fuck. And then the grandmother has to be like, speak up. I can't hear you. You're going to have to speak louder. I'm like, oh, please don't speak louder. Because if you do, my head's going to explode. Like in fucking Scanners. Shut up. How about that? I want to be like Beetlejuice in the movie Beetlejuice, where he winds up with the fucking metal plate and just slams it on all of their mouths. Shut the fuck up. And like, what? I can't even, like, oh. So, they get just awful. Annoying as fuck. And then the episode ends. Literally, the fucking retirement home guy comes to the house. The grandma's ready to go. And then you turn to the table with all the, she's sitting at the table with the rest of the family, and they're like acting like old people. And they're talking, when I was young, I was a young girl or young guy or whatever, and their memories are confused. And I was like, why? Why is this happening? And then the episode ends with them literally turning into fucking old people. The daughter, the young girl, the mother, and the father, who is her own son, who she basically condemned to becoming a fucking decrepit old man because she was like, oh, my last wish is for you to experience what it's like to be old, or my last wish was for you to be old like me. And then she even says, like, the retirement guy's like, you ready to go, Grandma? And she's like, oh, yeah, and I think the whole family will be coming along with me. And I'm like, what? And then you pan to the table, and they're all old, and it's really not even, it's terrible makeup. It's horrible-looking makeup effects. And I'm like, and the episode ends, and Grandma's smiling, ha, 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 and I'm like, fuck you, Grandma. That's pretty much what my reaction to this whole episode is fuck you, Grandma's last wish. Oh, God. Where do I get started with this fucking episode? Not scary. It tries to be funny. It's not funny. It's just all of the terrible stereotypes that you see and hear about old people is on display in this film. And it's not like in this episode. Sorry, film episode. It might as well be considered a short film. In this episode, all the terrible cliches that aren't always true. Not all old people have hearing problems. Not all old people are crippled. Not all old people forget everything all the damn time. My grandma's like in her 70s, and she's got a really good memory, and she can hear just fine, and she doesn't even have to use a walker to walk around. So I know there are some old people that have to do that, but that's what you always see on TV when it's an old person. It's fucking annoying, and it's a cliche. And it's ageism at its finest, and it's honestly quite bullshit. And so if it's trying to be satire, it's falling flat on its face because it's not fucking funny. The characters, all of them suck, but at the same time, none of them deserve to actually become old people. None of them do. They deserve to experience what it's like to be old, but not actually literally become old people. They don't deserve that. Especially not not the daughter. Especially not her own son. Like, what the fuck? I mean, seriously, Grandma. Demented old hag. I mean, it's really... I hate this fucking episode. I'll say it. This is my least favorite episode of the series, of the first season. Definitely. I'll fucking watch the painkiller episode where the guy's like, Nadine, my bag. I'll watch that fucking episode over this shit. I'll watch the tear collector, which I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'll watch that over this episode. I'll watch, the one with, I'm Bo Gums, and I'm here for you, and I'm a clown, woohoo, honk honk. I'll watch that episode over this shit. I will. I'd rather fucking clean out somebody's colostomy bag or fucking hit myself in the head with a fucking bedpan than watch this fucking episode. I hate Grandma's Last Wish. If I had a wish, I would wish that I never saw this episode, and I would wish that this episode was never released to the public. It's that fucking bad. Anyway, I really don't know what else to say about Grandma's Last Wish, except fuck you, Grandma's Last Wish. You fucking suck. And, trust me, don't even bother with this episode. It is literally, it's just one of the worst. Bad moral, because Grandma, I'm sorry, the family was being kind of bad, but they did not deserve that fate. Not funny, annoying, obnoxious, poorly written, poorly directed, all around a clusterfuck of bullshit. And yeah, seriously, just fucking, I hate this episode. And I know it sounds like a broken record, but I do. I hate Grandma's Last Wish. Makes me want to punch the nearest grandma in the face. And, but anyway, I really don't know what else to say except thank you for watching my rant on Grandma's Last Wish, and I will see you guys later. See ya.